The Wolf and the Seven Young Goats. Once upon a time there was an old goat who had 7 little kids and loved them. One day, wanting to go to the woods to prepare dinner, she called her 7 little children and said to them, "Dear little ones, I need to go to the woods. Be careful with the wolf. If he comes in here, he will catch you. That trickster usually disguises himself. You'll recognize him by his hoarse voice and black paws." The little goats replied, "You can go calmly, dear mother, we will be very attentive," and the old goat walked away confidently. Shortly afterwards, someone knocked on the door, shouting, "Open, dear little ones, your mother is here, she brought a gift for each of you." But the little goats realized, from the hoarse voice, that it was the wolf. "We're not going to open anything," they said. "It's not our mom. Mom has a soft voice, yours is hoarse, you're the wolf." So, the wolf went to the market, bought a large piece of clay, ate it, and his voice became softer. Then he knocked on the door again, saying, "Open, dear little ones, your mother is here, she brought a gift for each of you." But he had rested his black paw on the window. The little ones saw the paw and shouted, "We didn't open it, our mother doesn't have black paws like you the wolf." The wolf then ran to the baker and said, "I hurt my foot, can you put some dough on it?" The baker helped. He ran to the miller and said, "Spread some wheat flour on my paw." The miller thought, "This wolf is trying to deceive someone, and I didn't want to help." The wolf, however, threatened him, "If you don't do it, I'll devour you." The miller then got scared and sprinkled his paw. The rascal went, for the 3rd time, to knock on the goat's door, saying, "Open, little ones, your dear mother came back from the woods and brought a gift for each of you." The little goats shouted, "Show us your paw first so we know if you're really our mommy." The wolf didn't hesitate, he placed his paw on the window, and, when they saw that it was white, they believed what he said and opened the door for him. But it was the wolf that entered. The little goats, frightened, tried to hide. The first one hid under the table. The second got under the bed. The third ran into the oven. The fourth went to the kitchen. The fifth locked himself in the closet. The sixth inside the sink. And the 7th in the wall clock case. But the wolf found them, ate all the food in the house, and took all the kids in a cage. The last one, however, which was inside the watch case, was not discovered. Once satisfied with what he had achieved, the wolf left and ran into the forest, but he was so tired and so full that he lay down under a tree and ended up falling into a deep sleep. It wasn't long before the old goat came back from the woods. But what a scare he was. The door of the house was wide open, table, chairs, benches, everything upside down. The sink in pieces, the covers, the pillows ripped off the bed, and all the food was gone. He immediately looked for his little children, unable to find them anywhere. He called out names one after another, but no one responded. When he finally called the smallest of all, a small voice shouted, "Dear mommy, I'm here, inside the watch box." She took him out, and the little one said that the wolf had come and devoured all the food and taken the others. Imagine how much the goat cried for her little ones. She left the house in despair, not knowing what to do. The smaller goat followed her. Arriving at the forest, they saw the wolf stretched out under the tree, snoring in such a way that it made the branches shake. And next to him was a cage and little goats crying a lot. "Oh, my God," she sighed, "are my little children alive?" She sent the smaller goat to run home to get something to open the cage. With them in his possession, he opened the cage, and the little goats jumped out one by one, all 6, alive and perfectly healthy, as the monster had not devoured them yet. What joy they felt when they saw their mother. They hugged her, prancing around happily as ever. But the old goat said to them, "Let's lock the wolf in the cage before he wakes up." They arrested the wolf and quickly left. They returned to their home happy and bouncy because they got rid of the trickster wolf. After that, the rumor spread those hunters passed by, and even though they were suspicious of their luck, they were happy to find game and took the wolf with them. The mother goat and her kids lived happily and safely and never heard from the wolf again.